Black baseball players are directly involved in the struggle for civil rights. The Negro Leaguers are active in the anti-lynching crusade. For example, at the end of the 1934 East-West All-Star Game, and the East-West All-Star Game is the most important of games in Negro League baseball. You have 40, 50,000 people at these games, usually in Comiskey Park in Chicago, way outdrawing the major league games, etc. And it's particularly at the end of the 34 one that they get together and are pumping in money to help the Scottsboro Nine, the Scottsboro boys, and their retrial in Scottsboro, Alabama. These boys who have been falsely accused of raping 2 white women. And the head of this effort is Bill Bojangles Robinson. And most people think of Bill Bojangles Robinson as, well, the great tap dancer, the individual who was in so many of those Shirley Temple movies during the 1930s. And if you're following the news, you know that Shirley Temple just recently passed away. And she and Bojangles would do these tap dance routines that he taught her. And she said he was her first real teacher of any kind of dance, etc. She also talked about how he looked out for her and told her, working the girl too hard, stop it, etc. But most think of him as the great dancer, and they forget the fact that he was part owner of the Black Yankees baseball team and a fierce defender of African-American youth, pumping money in, time, effort, and particularly on cases involving lynching in the anti-lynching crusade, taking up funds that Paige and other Negro League players contribute to help the Scottsboro boys and their cause. Happening right at the same time is the Claude Neal lynching in the great state of Florida, which Walter White, the head of the NAACP, said is one of the most gruesome crimes in human history he'd ever heard of, where Claude Neal is just totally mutilated and then burned alive, then lynched, etc. I mean, his toes were cut off and hands, fingers cut off, sold as souvenirs. It's just people punching out his eyes. You can't, it's so gruesome you can't even repeat all the details. And this outrages Negro League ball players, as it does much of the decent nation. And they're pumping money into the NC2A, into anti-lynching campaigns, to say the least.